Hi everybody, this is Shanna with Shanna's Sweets. Thank you for joining me today for this sweet treat video using Art Gallery. Sorry for the delay, I'm having some internet issues and it's delayed all my videos this week. So my sweet treat is a free card kit you get here like this in the mail for anybody who purchases during March of $25 or more. It's 2 cards with an envelope and a PDF. You can watch this video or you can just make it off the PDF, either way. This month I am featuring Art Gallery. You only need the stamp set. I'm furnishing you the dies, but it does come as a bundle if you want to get it and save 10%. It's got some awesome sentiments and these wonderful floral stamps, and it is part of a gorgeous suite in the mini January to June spring catalog. These are super simple cards and we'll get right to it. We're going to start with the Bermuda Bay one, and it's super easy. So I'm going to include 2 different sets of labels for your sentiments. So in the sample I've used the long one, but in today's I'm going to use the short one, so whichever one you would like you can stamp out. So let's do that stamping first because that's the only stamping you have to do on this card. And let's do I think the thank you will fit on this little one, and I can always use thank you cards. And I'm using the Fine Art Gallery DSP, and I tried to make sure that I cut these labels so that they're all really light colored with the DSP so that you can stamp your Bermuda Bay on top of it. And so we're only doing the one bit of stamping because you're going to use the label here for your card. So you're going to use the Bermuda Bay 5.5 by 8.5, and we're just going to fold that in half. And then you have some pearlized paper that I ran through the embossing folder, subtle. And you have some fine art ribbon in which I'm going to line against the kind of the left, but I'm leaving a bit of a gap. So we're just going to lay that straight down on our paper. These really change easily. You just pull out your Stampin' Seal, plop in the new one. Now, I want my, this is the gold acetate, and I want this and this to be staggered, but I don't want any tape to show up there, so I need to know how much. I'm actually only going to put some tape on the top edge here, so that way I'm not having any show. And then I can always put, if I need to hold it down more, I can put some little bit underneath where my words are. So there's already some adhesive underneath your letters. So I'm going to be very gentle. So I've tried very hard to make sure I've cut it like this so that you get all your words. And I even put a little post-it underneath the part of the J so that you don't lose that one there. So you want to be careful when pulling these apart so that you can take off your... And then don't push these down very tight to make sure that you have your words where you want them, because you want enough space at the bottom for your sentiment. So I kind of just laid them loose to start with so that I can line them up. So if you want, you can go ahead and kind of put, so this one, you're going to put your label, the little bit of glue, so that it staggers against your Bermuda Bay. And then that is going to go on dimensionals. And I'm going to go ahead and put this down here so then I can figure out where for sure I want the rest of my letters here. Now that I know all those, then I can put my little dot on my J, since it is so finicky. And then if you're worried about that part there, then you can take a glue dot and then just put it underneath your T here. And that'll help hold that down better. And that is card number 1. So you have this piece here that is 3.5 by 4.5, or 4 3/4, in which I've already put some stitching. This is from Whimsy Dies. And do not lose the little post-it note that has your sequins on there, because you need that. So we're going to use the Mango Melody Calypso Coral in your Bermuda Bay. So first we want to take the Mango Melody, and you're going to take your stamp that is the full head of the flower, and that part you're going to ink up, and then we're going to just stamp it up here in the corner. Make sure my middle's inked. I do have a foam mat underneath because these are photopolymer and they stamp better with something underneath them. Now my Mango Melody is, I got something on my stamp, but that's okay. For some reason my Mango Melody stamp's got some different, I think it's the way I've inked it, it's made it two-toned. And then I'm going to take the more colored Calypso Coral in the detailed one, and I'm just going to kind of, you don't have to be exact, but I'm just going to line it up towards the you can see the edges here that line up, and I'm just going to go on top of that Mango Melody, and that gives me some wonderful contrast to my flower. And then on the Bermuda Bay, what I'm going to do is take my stem and then take a piece of scratch paper here, and I'm just going to stamp off once, and then I'm going to stamp kind of towards the middle there my flower. Okay, and then I'm going to take the label here, and there's lots of great sentiments also. I got I'm thinking of you, I miss you. I'm going to do another I'm thinking of you card because I like those, and so I'm going to do it in the Calypso Coral. just like that. And then we can put our card together. So we have the basic white, and it's 8.5 by 4.5. And then we're going to take a piece of DSP that is 5 1/4 by 2. And this is going to go towards the left side, but not quite all the way. This should take up the whole front of our card. This is also from the Fine Art Gallery. And then instead of regular dimensionals, I'm going to use the full foam adhesive sheet, just because it makes it a little bit easier, and I'm not using 1,500 little dimensionals. So if I take just one strip and cut it in half, then I can put one on the bottom and one on the top, and I get a lot more support out of this great big panel, and I still get a lot of depth by adding that dimension right there to it. And then I'm going to go ahead and just cut. I like to use all of my dimensionals, so I'm just going to cut a strip at the bottom of this dimensional pack and you can put this straight on or use a dimensional depending on how much lift you want on your card. And I'm going to put that right there towards the bottom part of my card, and then that's where I'm going to take my sequins here, and now I can add them to my card and just jazz it up. And there you go. That is card number 2, and that is the cards for this Sweet Treat tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll keep watching this month for some more great cards. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.